The weekend box numbers are in, and they revealed two surprises. First of all, Captain America 2 took the #1 spot of the box office for the third week in a row, taking in $26.6 million domestically and raising its worldwide total to $586 million, $200 million more than the original Captain America film. The second surprise was the new Johnny Depp film Transcendence, which came in 4th place in its opening weekend, bringing in only $11 million domestically and $28 million total worldwide on a reported $100 million budget. Dennis, buy or sell these box office numbers?
Well, I buy them for Captain America too, because they're kicking ass and they're surpassing all their expectations. You know, Marvel's just hit after hit. Yeah, Transcendence, another bomb for Johnny Depp. I guess his star power is slowly losing some power. I mean, with Lone Ranger, Dark Shadows, and I guess his only hits lately
Rum
have
Diaries.
been, yeah, his latest hit has only been like what, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then you know it's odd. They tried to sell the movie on Wally Pfister's name, which we know who he is. He's an amazing DP, does all of Nolan's movies, but the general audience has no clue who he is. I'm surprised they didn't push Chris Nolan's name more the way they did for Man of Steel. Remember, like with Man of Steel, Zack Snyder's image at that time was from Sucker Punch was a little diminished, and so they're like Chris Nolan, even though he just produced it. I'm surprised they didn't do the same thing with this.
Did Nolan actually have anything to do with it? He wasn't even a producer on it, was he?
Really?
Yeah.
No, they would have
from The Apprentice of Christopher Nolan.
For the DP of Christopher Nolan's other films. Like, how would you market that?
I'm sure they'd find a way.
Snap.
Well, if they did that, that would have been fun. I wish the trailers were from the DP of Batman Begins.
From the guy who once had lunch with Steven Spielberg.
Right. You know, I haven't seen Transcendence, so I can't rightfully rip on it or be positive or negative about it. Am I bummed that it's gotten such a critical lashing and also everyone stayed away from it in the theaters? I am, because I love big science fiction films. I was very much looking forward to seeing this film. I am going to see it in the theater. I still am. You know, I like to make my own decisions, my own opinions. Even if everybody hates on it, I might like it. You never know. But I am kind of upset about it being, you know, so overall kind of doused with vinegar. But Captain America, I'm very excited about. I thought that it's doing just as well as everyone else feels about the film. Like we all think it was like, hey, it was a little bit better than the first film. It took moments from the first film and brought them into the second film and grew it as a story. It's so well done. So I'm happy to see it be the success. It deserves it. So.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm with you. I'm going to buy the whole success of Captain America 2. To me, I think it's the best movie of the year that I've seen so far. It hits on all cylinders, and seeing it, the audience responding to it much better than they did in the first one is really rewarding. But man, this Transcendence thing. I mean, you're right. They were really pushing Wally on this one, but at the same time, it's Johnny Depp's face on the front, right? And you're right. We can't ignore this. We can't stick our heads in the sand about this. Rum Diaries, Lone Ranger, this, Dark Shadows. Is Johnny Depp done? I mean, obviously, he can still go back to Captain Jack Sparrow and make $1 billion worldwide, but is Johnny Depp now just Captain Jack Sparrow?
He was in 21 Jump Street, and he was great in that.
Well,
that was a hit.
Boom! Yeah. People went out to see that Johnny Depp cameo.
I like the way you say Rum Diaries earlier. Rum Diaries? Kind of slightly drunk.
But I mean, it's really stunning, because if you want to run down the list, say if you had a 10 list of the faces of actors in Hollywood, like Hollywood movie stars, Johnny Depp, 9 times out of 10, is going to be on that list, right? For most people. And, like, people are not going out to see his films. This movie, look, however it turned out, this movie looked great. It's an interesting sounding story. I mean, the trailers look good. You have aside from Depp, you have a phenomenal cast. Like, this cast around him is just incredible. And still nobody went to go see it. And you can't blame it on the bad reviews, because bad reviews only have about a 10% positive or negative swing. So it made 11 million. Maybe if it had positive reviews, it only would have made about 13 or 14. So, I mean, I think people are going to be sitting back now. I think there's some big projects in the works that maybe had Johnny Depp's name attached to it that are going to have now people going, because he's a ridiculously talented performer. He's good. He will deliver. people don't seem to be interested, and it's a little bit head scratching.
Right, that's true.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.